oddly enough, 2 out of 5 is Hullbreaker Isle, which I swear I had done before, but I guess not, because the quest still existed in my queue. So we're on an island. There are some wooden structures, bridges, towers, houses, little monkeys on a bridge. These flying creatures that... God, how to describe them, I don't even know. And one of my party members looks like a gigantic stand-up chocobo. And that happens to be my tank. So paladin, tank, monk, dancer, DPS, and myself as white mage. We've got monkeys, we've got mantises. I don't even know what I do and don't have as far as skills, because this is level 50 capped. I should have... No, I guess I don't. Weird. So monkeys, hornets, these things that look like... Oh, I stepped in a trap because I'm an idiot. I wasn't watching. I forgot those existed here. You're not using any tank cooldowns at all. You're just gonna let me heal through it. Okay, cool. You know that tank cooldowns are more for trash than they are for anything else, dude, right? He didn't use a single damage cooldown, even though he got down to like 900 out of 7,100. And then he expressed his love for me. Whatever. He thinks he's all cute wearing a fucking chocobo costume, but he doesn't even give a shit about being an idiot. So they're called they're harpies, sort of, but not the kinds you would see in World of Warcraft. So there's a tank cooldown. Finally. Harpies are generally depicted as like winged female things. I think these are kind of like more male. They have a more arched back, more hairy, furry in general. I think we have to kill these monkeys on the bridge before this gorilla lets us across, because there is a gorilla standing on the other side that seemed to knock back the tank, but not myself. I was like right next to the tank when he did it too. Find out in a second. Nope, the gorilla runs because his monkey brethren are defeated, I guess, and then that will be our first boss. Sasquatch is his name. Its name. Their name. I'm gonna make sure that I'm not standing. We want to kill the monkeys, don't we? And then the boss will beat its chest until someone gets a banana. So you gotta click on a banana, then the boss will go to the banana and eat it. I guess effectively distracting it from the chest beating. I guess. And then there will be the occasional circularly on a random party member to dodge. That was absolutely nothing though. I don't want this, whatever it is. We have these serpent ads, trash mobs, whatever you want to call them. One of them is focused on my dancer for some reason. But the paladin noticed and ranged attack hit, the only ranged attack that paladins have this level, which has an added threat bonus. And some treasure coffers have become mimics. If you're familiar with what mimics are from different games. They're still under the name of treasure coffer in this game. And they seem to have poisoned my dancer. Oh, my tank is poisoned. Uh-oh. This weird looking thing is using a thing called hatch. But it might not have got it off in time, because nothing happened. Ninky Nanka. And hatch does in fact spawn some hatch. Little Ninky Nankas. Players went down. In general, it's, for the most part, until a boss fight, it's not a bad idea to stick as close to the tank as possible so that any ads that want to, like, come at you, all come to the same spot, so the tank can just pick them up easily. So this is a giant worm boss called SJ0ORM, Shwarm, maybe. He burrows into the ground, and then burrows toward me this time. And then does like an explosion at the end of the burrow. There's some water orbs, which will play a role soon, just not yet. I think we have to stand in them at some point to avoid something. Oh, I just got in one because I got knocked back somehow. So I'm stunned while I'm in it. Alright, he's burrowed again. I want to jump in another orb. Ah, come on. That's bullshit. I jumped in. I guess I was like suffering a cooldown. Okay, so don't position yourself in a way that you can get knocked back to get stunned by an orb. Especially if you're the tank. If you're the tank, the boss will focus someone else. Well, the boss was bouncing. That was kind of funny. Nobody specifically had threat on. Oh. That dropsy. A fun fight for early on. I didn't even know that I wasn't in an area that was like had a circle AoE or something like that, but I still got knocked back, so I don't know what position I got knocked back from. I just know that I got knocked back into a water sphere, which is not what I wanted. And then you jump down this place where you should definitely die in real life. Jump down from. Or real game life. Got some like water strider kind of spider things, long legs, some water orbs, water elemental things. more of those male-looking, kind of weirder, more arched-back harpy things with not a human face at all. More of a bird face with some horns in front on either side of its nose. And it's like floating jellyfish-looking things, more spider things. Our way is blocked by this water spout. I do miss my instant heals from being, what, 52 plus white mage, I think it is. Alright, now we have a cutscene entering this final fight. We have a ship, a broken ship, like it's broken in half, but it's still floating in the water. And there's so many tentacles sprout, and we are facing what looks like a Kraken. If you ever have seen or know what a Kraken or Kraken is, that's what we're fighting. Oh wow, okay, that was weird. The idea here is to kill the tentacles. Kinda one at a time. Just basically follow one person. Or be an idiot like that DPS was just a second ago and run off your own direction where I can't heal you. That's super smart. Sorry, bud, I'm not going to be jumping around. Then I'll die, the tank will die, everybody will die. I got stunned for like several. Holy shit. Now I'm grappled? Where the fuck are you guys? There are also some, like, water tornadoes that do damage, apparently. Maybe you don't want to be on... you get marked with these... Where'd you guys go? With these green icons above your head. And I think you just want to, like, move away from everybody. I don't know how far you want to move. Oh, you died. Okay. I wish we'd like stuck to a pattern more to be easier to understand. Did we win somehow? I don't even know what we did. This fight's one of the most I've done it. This is my 4th, 5th time. I still don't entirely understand. Just to keep attacking tentacles that pop out of the water on these islands. You jump from island to island. It still doesn't make sense to me. You just keep doing damage to tentacle. Like, you would think at some point in time you fight the actual main, like, Kraken thing, like the body of it, but apparently not. Apparently go fuck yourself. Where's even the treasure chest? Okay, whatever. Just jump out. Literally, up to level 60, this is still one of the most confusing. Limsa Lominsa is where this quest is turned in? Oh my god. Okay. Nope. That's what I said we're doing. So that was Hullbreaker Isle. We're teleporting to Gridania to take the airship to Limsa Lominsa. I mean, Hullbreaker is Hull is spelled with two L's. Is that what the dungeon is? No, two L's. Okay, cool. What's this quest? Gunbreaker. Oh yeah, I forgot Gunbreaker was here. Judgment, Bolts, and Lightning would be probably Ramu, Extreme. Okay. Go to the airship bay dock thingy. Who's it? I want to go to Limsa. So I can go to the Aft Castle or the Culinarians Guild. Either one is more or less the same distance from this quest turn-in. I don't remember accepting a quest in Limsa for Hullbreaker Island. Alright, Hatchling, you've been following me enough. Somebody else going. The Puff of Darkness. Okay, the quest turn is not there. It's down the ramp. So I'm gonna go down a couple of ramps here. A shallow ramp followed by a less shallow. It's like more steep, but not a whole lot more. Maybe like a couple degrees. And then Denston here. Good to see you back in one piece, and with Mistbeard's coffer no less. Let's have a look at it then. Hand over the coffer. I guess the Kraken ate it. Consumed it, swallowed it. The lock's still intact, and there's no sign it's been tampered with. You did good, Venturer. The chief will be right pleased. And up walks the chief. Wait. Eins. E-Y-N as in Nancy. Z-A-H-R. And indeed he is. I knew that you wouldn't disappoint me, my friend. You have my gratitude. Now, you're curious as to the contents, I do not doubt. Having risked life and limb to retrieve the coffer, you've more than earned the right to that knowledge. The coffer holds the secret to Mistbeard's identity. And he's wearing a helm now that looks like it has a lion's head, like basically the front half from just behind the ears, and like a straight cut down, like through the neck it would be, and then all the way to the entire face of the lion, the front face, and then like this great big flowing beard, kind of, it's all metal, but this great kind of metal beard looking thing, like Zeus's beard would look like, and then this kind of half ring on top of it. For some reason. Menacing, is it not? This mask, my friend, has been worn by all the individuals who have borne the name Mistbeard. Aye, Mistbeard was not one man, but many. For generations, both the name and mask have been inherited by those deemed worthy, and so the legend continued. But now that legend will come to an end, for the last Mistbeard has found a new purpose in life, one woman and her dream of a brighter future for Limsa Lominsa. As you know, ours is a nation founded by pirates. It's in a Lominsan's blood to desire to be his own master, to reject authority and take what he wants. Some among us believe that piracy is a time-honored tradition, but so long as we cling to this tradition, we will never know lasting prosperity. These were the woman's words, and Mistbeard saw wisdom in them. He swore to do all in his power to make her dream reality. In the future she envisioned, there is no place for pirate kings but in the tales of fishwives, and so Mistbeard has chosen to consign himself and his predecessors to the pages of history. He doffs the mask, which is the opposite of don. This mask symbolizes an obsolete way of life, yet it is not without power. Should it fall into the wrong hands, another Mistbeard will rise. Hot-blooded Lominsans will gather to his dread banner, and piracy will continue. The mask will never see the light of day again. On this day, the Pirate King Mistbeard draws his last breath. Denston, I trust you know what to do. Aye, Chief. Given a bit of time, the rumors of treasure will fade, just like the mist clearing. And the man whose name I can't pronounce very well walks off. King of the Hull is now complete. I failed to jump over to Red Mage to get the experience points, but it's only like 2,000 anyways, or whatever. Hold on, what's this next quest? Storming the Hull? Is this like hard? If it's hard mode, I don't. It's still gonna be Hullbreaker Island. I know it is. I just don't care to. How many quests do I have? I have 14 out of 30. Okay, fine. I can take another one. Probably not gonna do it. I do gotta do hards and extremes at some point in time, but it's not like I'm forced to by the storyline. Well, look who's back in Limsa Lominsa. Me and the chief were just talking about you at the wench, you know. Come to think of it. Wait here. I'll go in and get him. It's his resting day, but he wanted to speak to you. Something about Hullbreaker. And then Einstein, or whatever his name is. Einzar. There you go. Glad to see you back, Mercy. Every time I hear your name, I'm reminded of how you helped me salvage that coffer from Hullbreaker Isle. You did me a great favor, lass. Though the rumors of Mistbeard's treasure soon died down, I couldn't abide the thought of having the Har, H-A-A-R, picked apart by vultures. So I petitioned the Admiral to sanction the establishment of a camp on the island for the purpose of hosting training exercises. I reasoned that the place was remote enough to give our recruits a proper taste of combat. But truth be told, with all the administrative duties asked of them these days, I'm more worried about our finest going soft. Sparring with your comrades might keep the rust from your blade, but it won't stop it going dull. That being the case, I thought I might ask for your help in a little sharpening exercise. Remind them what it feels like to be the real fight. The chief was hoping he might run the Maelstrom's training gauntlet and give our elites a good going over. Nothing too rough, like just a few missing teeth and the odd cracked ribs, savvy? Assuming you're willing, come and find me at the Moraby Dry Docks when you're ready, and I'll arrange passage to the Hullbreaker for you and your mates. What was that? Storming the Hull. Alright, cool. That's the end of this video. I will see you guys for the next one. That was 2 out of 5 for the dungeons I need to do or haven't done, not including hard or extremes. I'll see you guys soon.